Yeah, buddy. What's going on with you? It's pretty hot outside. So I had to reconvene in a cooler atmosphere. But what we're going to talk about today is persistence. Persistence. Persistence is very needed. Very, very needed. Because there are things out here that I like to call forces. And these forces are here to inhibit or not make it easy for you to get the things that you want and to do the things you want to do. They come in many different forms, flavors, energies. And you got to be mindful when dealing with these forces, because if you don't have your mind right and your discernment intact, I had this checked. You might not get far. You'll get frustrated. Because you'll be wondering, like, oh, what is this, a setup? You know what I'm saying? I was just going this further. I was just moving forward. And now I got a situation where I'm right back where I started, it feels like. And it's crazy because it's a real thing. And it always, for some reason, catches you by surprise. That's why persistence is so important. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be passionate. And you gotta be honest. I know it gets tough. Trust me, I know. It gets to a point where you're like, man, what's the whole point, man? Like, what am I even doing this for? What am I even still doing this for? I've been doing this for 10 years, 5 years. I've been doing this for 15 years. And it just don't seem like it's panning out for me. It don't seem like it's freaking producing at the level that I was expecting. What's going on? You can get mad at yourself. You can get mad at the process. You can get mad at God. You get mad at a lot of people. Because you just can't quite put your finger on why is this not working out. I've been there. More recent than you think. But it's at that point that you need to go back to the beginning and ask yourself a question. What geared me up? What drove me? What is the reason I even started doing this in the first place? Identify, what was it about? Like, what was the mission? What was the goal? What was your end result? What was your purpose for doing the things that you were doing, or attempting to do the things that you should do? If you answer that question and that's a worthy cause, Get back on the train. Get back on the train. But if you started doing this for instant gratification, something that, you know, could be accomplished in a short period of time, you gotta reevaluate. Although there are no quitters here, we do make adjustments if need be. And it's not always adjusting the plan, it's not always adjusting the product. Sometimes it's adjusting this. Maybe we looking at this thing from the wrong lenses. Maybe we thinking too small. Maybe we taking this cheapened approach to how we gonna attain the things that we want. Maybe we're not betting big enough, but we claim we sacrificed so much. I had that problem. I wasn't betting big enough. I wasn't betting big enough. I was in fear. I was in fear, so I would do just enough to feel like I was progressing and really wasn't going nowhere, but in a circle. I was just now looking at an interview. I just got done looking at an interview. It crushed me. It really did. It was about the heir of a famous musician, and pretty much the musician had done great things, powerful things. You know his name. If I say his name, you'll know it. And he did some great things, but you know, the benefits and things of that nature didn't really trickle down like they should have, to where the children not really benefiting. It's almost like, you know, they kind of back to square one. It was a tough interview to watch. It was very painful to watch. So when I saw that interview, I said, man, that goes to show that there are examples out here of how things should go when done correctly. But there are a whole bunch more of examples of how things are done that could have been done a little better. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the audience I'm talking to. Who's thinking past themselves? Because the things that you need to do in the here and now are not just for you. They shouldn't be just for you. They shouldn't just be for your kids. What about the kids you can't see yet? Yeah. Let's work toward that. It says in scripture that a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. That's one person leaving it to the third level. That's what the grind is for. That's what the sacrifices is for. That's what the persistence is for. That's what persistence is so important. And don't overwhelm yourself with all those things that you need to think about and all the intricacies of everything. Don't overwhelm yourself with that. Just get to work, get to going, get to thinking, get to strategizing. Put that thing together. If it wasn't together right before, if it didn't pan out, if it didn't tick out, put it together again. Because your opportunity and your window will show up. The question is, what positioning will you be in when it does happen? Or will you even recognize it? If we so busy scrambling, when opportunity comes, we might not even look at it like it's ours. Opportunity is only going to meet you prepared or unprepared. And if you're not prepared, you might not even see it. Know why you didn't see it? Because you ain't looking for it. Persistence. I like to call it patient persistence. Get into the water. Start swimming. Don't worry about where it's going to take you. Start swimming. Some stuff you can't see from shore. Got to get out there. How big of a wave are you going to ride from the shore? Don't let nobody stop you. Don't even let you stop you. Realize who you really are. Discover who you really are. And don't ever forget again. I try my best to make hype videos, but it's just like soon as this camera turn on, it just get real, man. It get real. I try to, I'm gonna get to all that, especially because I got some music coming, I got some projects coming, and all that good stuff. But like, this is the root of it. This is the part they don't tell you. This is the part they don't show you. The skeleton of all these things. It's what's going on here. The skeleton of all the great works you see out there in the world is what's going on in here. It all starts and ends with you. Your problems, your victories, your defeats, all of them are going to start and end with you. You could try to blame people and all that stuff. By the time you blaming people, it don't even matter no more. If you're at that stage where you're looking back and saying, well, if they didn't do this, if they didn't do that, it's already too late. You need to be focused on the next thing. That's dead. And a lot of times, a lot of your trepidation, a lot of your so-called enemies and people that are trying to hold you up, they're actually redirecting you in the direction you're actually supposed to be going. But that's why you gotta have discernment. And that's why you gotta have persistence. Because if you quit because somebody offended you, or you quit because of that closed door, every closed door leads to another open one. So why quit? The game is not over. No one person is holding your destiny in their hands. But there is a person that's going to unlock it for you. But no one person is holding on to your destiny and stopping you from getting where you need to go. If there is such a person, that person is in the bathroom in front of the medicine cabinet. And they look familiar. Stop forgetting who you are. Stop forgetting what started you. What burning desire was in your heart when you started. Don't be weary in well doing. You can't faint. It's too late to faint. I know it feels like it, but just get past that moment in time. Because just like the moment came, the moment can leave. We've mastered doing stuff the wrong way. Now let's make the proper adjustments. And when you make the proper adjustments from wrongdoing, it automatically adjusts to correct doing. That's why I said proper adjustments. Gotta get your fire back. Gotta get your fire back. There's still some fire in there. It's time to get it back. Whoever told you it was too late, stay away from them. Because they don't know nothing. If you hear me talking, it's not too late. Time is what you want it to be. It could be a hindrance, or it could be a catalyst. Who determines when the right time is? You do. Who determines when it's a bad time? You do. So what is time? I don't like the word deadlines. I never did. Deadlines is just a terminology that's used to control people that don't know no better. It's just a debt tool. When you owe it to yourself, the rules change. The rules change. So decide to owe it to yourself. Decide that today. Forget owing this person, that person. I owe it to myself. To crank this train back up. Crank it back up. Come alive again. Push forward. Stop worrying about stuff you can't control in the past, or change, or alter. You can't alter your past. Get back to it. Stay consistent and stay persistent. And stay humble. Stay balanced. And you can benefit a lot of people like that. This is R.I.M.E live in HD. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, the whole nine. I'm gonna check you guys out very soon on another video. Peace.